This woman has an extremely beautiful and attractive temperament. She's actually a bad girl. With her beauty and hot body, countless men are attracted to her. After successfully marrying with a man in a wealthy family, her true evil personality was revealed. She put her husband in a mental hospital by herself, and this is just the beginning of her plan. The man's name is Ray, a handsome and rich, successful man. After discovering his beautiful wife betrayed him, he did not hesitate to file for divorce from her, so Ray became a handsome and rich single man. At the invitation of his friend, he joined various blind dates. Many women, after meeting him, can't resist getting close to him. Looking at this woman's passionate smile and eyes, we can know how popular and attractive Ray is. It's estimated that at the moment, the eldest sister even thought of the child's name. This woman is under the illusion that she has won Ray's heart, but Ray just wanted to escape and then accidentally ran into the beautiful woman behind him. This action of his caused wine to pour on the girl. The girl angrily scolded him and left. Although he didn't have a chance to explain to the beautiful girl, he managed to get rid of the girl flirting him. A few days later, Ray ran into that beautiful girl again in the supermarket. At the beginning, he didn't recognize her because she changed her clothes. Her name is Lena, and she apologized to Ray for her actions at the last reception. Her previous angry appearance and her current gentleness made Ray feel fond of her. He unconsciously hurried to catch up and introduce himself to her. Lena's smile touched Ray's heart. After that, his eyes can't leave Lena anymore. He chased her to the checkout area, and then the two had dinner together. Through the conversation, he gradually came to understand this woman. She just returned from studying abroad from Japan. Her abilities are outstanding, but because she refused to follow the unreasonable regulations from her superior, then she was retaliated by her superior. She was blocked from the industry, but her words made Ray want to protect her. In his eyes, Lena is a beautiful, simple, and kind girl. After the dinner, Ray took her home, and the two talked downstairs in the apartment. He wants to invite Lena out for some coffee next time. However, Lena just smiled and said goodbye to him softly. She turned to leave, leaving a surprised Ray downstairs. The next day when he went to work, he asked his friend Norman to investigate all of Lena's information within 24 hours. Unfortunately, Norman could not find any information. Such mysterious Lena amused Ray. He wanted to learn more about this beautiful and mysterious girl. He has been waiting downstairs in her house, trying to get a chance to meet and talk to her. However, Ray saw a scene that he didn't want. Lena was walking with a man, the two kissing passionately. Obviously, the relationship between the two is unusual, but Lena clearly said yesterday that now she is single. To explain her suspicions, Ray rang the doorbell of her house. After he said that he was coming to see her, Lena happily opened the door and invited him in. Lena, who just took a shower, has an indescribable charm. He just went straight to the point. He wanted to clarify her relationship with the man downstairs. Lena wasn't scared either. She said that the man was her best friend. He's gay. She confessed to these things to Ray with a shy expression. Her lovely and beautiful face surprised Ray. At this point, he wanted to mark his sovereignty on Lena's body. Then the two decided to get married. Everything came naturally and was as good as in a dream. Ray felt that maybe God cared about him so much that he gave him the opportunity to put Lena in his bed. Not long after that, the two got married. Watching the happy scene of the two hugging and walking on the dance floor, the ex-wife not far away couldn't help showing an envious look at the wedding. Ray introduced to a friend that Lena was because her parents treated her badly. She broke off ties with them. The only people who have accompanied her so far are her two best friends. 1 year later, their child was born. Looking at the cute baby and the charming wife, Ray feels that he is the happiest person in the world. On this day, when the two of us have dinner together, a girl came up to her and called her Sissy. Lena froze for a few seconds, then laughed to explain that her name was not Sissy. That woman got the wrong person. The woman apologized and turned to leave. Lena is not angry. She said that she was mistakenly recognized twice by others, probably because her face is quite popular. At this moment, I just want to say, please give me such a popular face like her. Today, while Ray got home from work, Lena was talking to someone on the phone. When he appeared, she suddenly hung up. She said that the person she had just called was Debbie, who had just met in dance class. As the days passed, the married life of the two became no longer harmonious. Ray gradually discovers that his wife is no longer the same as before. She seems to have turned into a different person. He began to feel suspicious about Lena. Then he knows that his new assistant graduated from the same university, even same academic year as Lena. Ray asks if she knows Lena. As a result, the assistant has no impression about Lena. She also said that a lot of things happened at the university that year. Everyone was so busy with studies and grades, and the chairman of the student union suddenly died. But when he got home and asked about Lena about her college that year, Lena was clueless. Finally, Ray couldn't help it anymore. He started secretly checking Lena's bag. He discovered in her pocket a box of matches from the Chanticleer Hotel. This makes Ray even more suspicious of his wife. He asked Lena if Sissy was her real name, but she said no. Ray didn't ask her about it anymore. This time, he has a business trip to her hometown. He went to her hometown and asked the neighbors to hear about Lena. As a result, everyone said that they didn't know her. As Ray passed a gas station, he showed her photo to her repairman. He said that he knew Lena. The woman in the photo, named Sissy, was his ex-girlfriend. The reason why he fell into such ruin was because of her. What happened? This man did not want to say more. He warns Ray to be careful with the woman he marries. Under his guidance, Ray knew Lena's real name and her parents' home address. Following the guy's instructions, Ray knocked on Lena's parents' door. Ray looked at the woman in front of her and her enthusiasm. He couldn't believe Lena's parents were violent people. They also told Ray that Lena sent a letter telling them that Ray was an employee of the CIA. In order to force Lena to tell the truth, Ray didn't deny any of this. Lena is at home to pick up her husband. When she opened the door, she immediately met her parents. She couldn't hide her unstoppable panic in her eyes. Right after that, she immediately acclaimed Ray. She admitted about her background. The reason she cheated on Ray was because she didn't want him to know about her poor background. She changed her name and surname, came to a big city, and started a new life. The reason why she kept hiding from Ray was because she was afraid that he would despise herself. For this reason, he can dislike her parents. This word made Ray trust her again. He feels that he loves his wife, so he doesn't care much about her past. In this way, the two men made up with each other. But what Ray doesn't know, this is just the beginning of her plan. At this moment, he saw Lena on the phone. As for Lena's gay best friend, he hasn't appeared in recent years. Especially the bruise appeared on Lena's body inexplicably. This made Ray suspicious again. He thinks his wife has betrayed him. But when he questioned Lena, she gave a very reasonable reason. After that, he didn't suspect her anymore. Until this day, Ray recognized that the company's new secretary is the girl appeared at his wedding with Lena 4 years ago. Under his persecution, the girl can only tell the truth. On that wedding day, Lena hired her to pretend as Lena's best friend. Faced with the evidence Ray presented this time, Lena admitted frankly she fell in love with Ray even before he got divorced. After knowing that he was divorced, she bribed Norman to appear at the party, then planned to attract Ray, make him fall in love with her. These words caused his feelings and thoughts about his wife to collapse. Haley doesn't know which one is the fake Lena and which one is the real Lena. Under the advice of his friend, Larry, he only had to continue this marriage for his children. He only reluctantly forgave his wife. But on this day, Ray received a new credit card bill from Lena. The bill says Lena always comes to that hotel every Wednesday. Why does a married woman with children come to a hotel every Wednesday? Ray felt extremely angry. He rushed home. Raising his hand, he gave Lena a slap on her face. So the evidence is so conclusive, Lena no longer denied, confessed everything. Before the two got married, she had been mingled with this man. The so-called friend, Debbie, is just a person made up by Lena. All the good images of Lena collapsed. Her evil face was revealed, making Ray feel disappointed. He angrily walked out of the house. On the way, he suddenly thought that his friend Norman went to golf every Wednesday, and his meeting with Lena was also arranged by Norman. When Ray returned home, he suddenly realized that the house was in a mess, and Lena's psychiatrist also showed up at his house. He angrily scolded Ray for hurting Lena. This made Lena intolerable. Ray doesn't understand what's going on. Several police officers quickly controlled him, and Lena appeared in front of everyone with bruises on her face. It turned out that Lena called the police, claiming that Ray had violent tendencies. She said he had mental problems. Poor Ray, just like this, was put in a mental hospital. Soon after the hearing, Ray thought this was a chance to beat Lena again. But Lena soon prepared all the evidence. Her eyes were beaten. She even had countless other bruises on her body to prove Ray's violent tendencies. Ray said he didn't hit his wife, but the judge didn't care about his unsubstantiated claims. When Norman appeared in court to testify, he took out a lot of letters from golfers. He used this to prove that he really goes to play every Wednesday. It was also revealed that Ray also beat her when he broke up with his ex-wife. Not only that, Lena also invited a witness, the person pretending to be Debbie Kane. This Debbie impersonator clearly depicts the interior of Lena's home. Later proving that she still knew Ray, she even questioned Ray about her existence. Ray had to show the hotel bill he got. Lena claimed that she accidentally lost her credit card after using it once or twice. The hotel manager can prove that the person using this card is not herself. All the evidence is proving Ray's unreal crime. His emotions gradually began to get out of control, and he scolded the hearing. This act of his really makes people think that he has a real mental problem. After losing the lawsuit, he was completely abandoned in an insane asylum. But he soon found the loophole. He went to Larry's wife, his good friend, then asked her to tell Lena about Lena's plan still not working. The real holder of his fortune is actually Larry. Larry's wife also thought that Larry did buy a house in New York not long ago. With the financial strength of the couple, her plan can't be done. Therefore, Ray's speculation is not unreasonable. The deal with Lena and Norman, Larry's wife deliberately called Lena according to Ray's plan. She said that there was something Ray forgot to tell her. Ray bribed the patient here. When he saw Lena coming, he asked this patient to disturb the security. Lena felt extremely curious. What did Ray forget to tell her after all? After confirming that there was no one around, Ray severely choked Lena's neck. What he forgot to say was, he declared he was insane because he could not now be held legally accountable for killing her. In this way, Lena died in the hands of Ray because of her greed. This is a 1993 suspenseful drama film, Dream Lover. The female lead is as beautiful as a flower. Her benevolent beauty helps her hide her evil thoughts. Without watching the whole process of her betraying her husband, no one would know that she was a snake woman. Because she wants to get money and status, she uses cruel tricks. If you live for money like this girl, will you be happy? Okay, the film is over. If you like it, please like and share.